Hello everyone, it's Cindy. Nice to see you again. Today we are gonna talk about the final sound. That's what we call the 받침. 받침. Something like, yeah. I'm not gonna write the Korean because anyway you don't understand the word, the word, but the 받침. Remember, I told you the last class. The Korean is placed consonant, right? Consonant and vowel here or here, right? So we just trained this word a lot the last class. But I told you that it can be another consonant is right here. This is what we call the 받침. So this is actually the full word for Korean. So we learn about like using this part. And today we're gonna learn about like adding this part too. Okay? So remember, this is a 받침. You can download the lecture program and you're just looking at that right now, okay? Right. And then why don't we just read it, you and me together. Lesson 4 and 한글 받침, and below that, or 한글, why don't you read aloud, you and me together, okay? Right, get started. 시작. A 한글 syllable is made of a consonant and a vowel, and also can be made by adding one more consonant below the vowel, right? The adding consonant is called 받침. Korea 받침 has 7 different sounds, and then you can see the box, okay? All people say that this can be really hard to be understand for you guys, but I don't really think that. I will try to explain you. You can just listen to me, okay? I don't think it's really hard because you have the same rule in English too. You know, for example, the same word, like for example, let me give a word like G. This alphabet is different whether it is placed to the first place or the last place. The sound different. For example, this and this. And focus on this sound. Same G, right? But when it comes to first, it sounds like 그, right? Good. And then what about this sound? It also sounds 배, 그? No, it's just bag. It's the same rule with Korean. So that's why 그 is a close sound with the Korean alphabet this, right? So 그 is different whether it comes the first place or the last place. So first place, if it comes first place, like a 가, right? So 그 sound, 가. But if it comes to the last part, like this, 가, something like this, 백, 가. So same. Another example. I want to talk about the two sound, two, okay, two. Like, you know, and then the same word. When two sound comes first, like to talk, to. But when it comes to the last, good, the sound's different, right? It is the same rule with like this pronunciation. So you can just think it with your English rule. So that's what you figured it out about the 받침 easily. Okay. One more rule. What about sound N? If N sound comes first like this, no, yes, no, no, and then like this. When it comes to the first sound, no, no, no. But when it comes to last sound, just sound, the same sound with sound this sound. Okay, the very last one, I want to talk about the l sound, l. Something like, lemon, L sound. When it comes to the first, it sounds like lemon. But what if it comes to the last, something like this one, coal. This sound, l. But this is coal, just sounds different. That's what you just figured it out about the 받침 sound, okay? So, 받침 has 7 different sounds. You remember with this rule, okay? So, that's why when this and this and this comes to the final sound, 받침, it sounds 윽. Try to remember. 윽. Repeat after me. 윽. 윽. Not 그, but 윽. 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 So, that's why example word yes, this is a 받침 그, right? How can you read this word? I told you that the sound 윽. So check. So check. That's why it can be check. Okay, repeat after me. Check. 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 Good. So what you should remember is this rule. Which consonant it should be which 받침. This is the most important rule for this class, for today's class, okay? And then the next two, n sound, right? N. When n sounds come to the final sound, 받침, it sounds the same. The same, n sound. Okay? So, example. Do you remember this word? Yes, 사. 사. Then what about this? Yeah, this sound, I told you, so, 산, 또 산, 산. Not san, but 산, try. Softer, 산. That's it. Mountain is 산 in Korean. And check is 푹. Important word, right? Okay. Then the next one. A lot of 받침 actually. If to or su or to or to or to or who or su. When they are comes to the final sound place, it all sound just to ứ. Repeat after me. ứ. 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 So, okay. This is difficult word, but let me try. Yes. This is one of the most difficult words to pronounce for you, right? Do you remember how to pronounce this word? This consonant? Yeah, double 그. Yes, 그, right? 그. So, 꼬, right? 꼬. I told you that one of these all sounds like just it. So, 꽃. Try. 꽃. 꽃. Repeat after me. 꽃. 꽃. 꽃 is, yes, flower. Flower. Flower is 꽃. 꽃. Then another one. This is verb actually. One of them, right? Sounds all the same. It pronunciation. It. So this is right to and it. So 듣, and 다. That's it. So 듣다. Try 듣다. Repeat after me. 듣다. 듣다. Yeah, 듣다. Listen. Good. Doing really good. And if 르 pronunciation comes to 받침, it's the same. 을, right? 을. So, for example, yeah, this one. I told you several times about this word. Yes, 달. So, right? So, 달, try. 달. Not 딸, but 달. Not 탈, but 달. It's more like 드 sound. 달. Yes. What is this? Moon is 달, right? Okay. Let me erase this. It's okay? You can have a lecture plan, right? So it's no problem. I will delete it. Erase this. And next to 받침, if the consonant, this one, comes to 받침 place, it sounds try example, try to read this. How can you try this? Right. I told you this sounds so 몸. Good. 몸 is, yes, body. It's 몸. Good job. We only have two more. You're doing great. If 무 sounds and 푸 sounds comes to 받침 place, it sounds all the same. 읍. Try. 읍. You keep trying, right? Okay, example. Important word. Try to read this one. I told you this sounds 읍. So, 밥. Try. 밥. Not 바브, no. 밥. You have to shut down your mouth. Right? Not 바브. You don't have any other sounds. Just 밥. That's it. Korean. Rice is 밥. Okay. Okay, very last one. I told you about this sound before, right? It can be the initial sound, right? Because with only vowel, it can be the letter, it can be the word. So that's why it can place like something like that, and it can be placed just like this. But sounds all the same, right? And what if it comes to the last 받침? How do you pronounce this one? Yes, I remember. I told you. Sounds this, but it sounds like okay? 응. So, example word is this one. Double V. How do you pronounce this one? Yeah, 빠, right? So, so, 빵, 빵, 빵. Not 팡, but 빵. Strong, 빵, 빵, 빵. Very good. So, 빵. Yeah, we all love that. 빵, 빵. Okay, let's review all again. If 그 comes to 받침, it's sound 그 sound, right? And then 느 sound the same, right? And then next, if 드, 스, 즈, 츠, 트, 푸, 스 comes to 받침, it all sounds 으. And then if 무 sound comes to 받침, it sounds If 푸 sound comes to 받침, it sounds 읍. And the very last, if O sound, sound comes to 받침, it sounds Remind. And then we have to learn about the word, okay? Among the 받침, with 받침, okay? Let's keep trying. 자, so, 그 or 크 sound is placed to 받침. 그 or 크, it sounds, yes, very good, Let me give you an example. Why don't you just try to read that, okay? For example, this one. Can you read this one? I know, I know it's not easy, but this is 벼. Already not easy, but 벼, and so 벽. Try 벽. Not 벽, but it's more like a P sound, not P sound. So 벽, 벽. Good. You know this war is 벽. War is 벽. Doing good. And different example. But what I tell you about the vocabularies are all important words, okay? So try to remember that. This is one of the important words too. Try to read this. How do you read this? Good. 부, 억, very good. 부억. Try again. 부억. 부억. Keep speaking. 부억. 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 Very good. Kitchen. Important place, right? Yes. And the next one. The funny, or start with the pu sound. Okay. This one. One more thing. 끄 is 윽 sound too, right? So, try. Yeah, it's not typical. 파, right? 파. And 윽, so 박. 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 Very good. Outside. Outside is 박. 박. One more thing. Okay. How do you read this? Okay. One of them, it's okay, it's okay. One by one. How do you read this one? Good. 새. This is 탁. 세탁. Yes. And this one? 기. That's it. So 세탁기. Try repeat after me. 세탁기. Okay. Washing machine is 세탁기. Got it? Very good. Okay, good. This is all the 윽 sound 받침. Okay. And next, 느 sounds 받침 is 은, right? 은. Let me give you examples about 은 sound. First, try to read this. How do you read this? Yeah, nu and 은. So 눈, 눈. It has two important meaning. First, yes, I is meaning. I is 눈. And in the winter, snow is 눈 too. So, 눈, okay, 눈. Very good. This one. Good. 시. Good. 그, 가, 간. So, 시간. Try. 시간. Excellent. Very good. Time. 시간. Important word. Yes. 돈. Good. 돈. Not 톤, but 돈. Yes. Money is 돈, Korean. Important word, right? Yeah. Yeah, we all love this. What is it? Yes. 라면. What is it? Yes, ramen. It's Korean. 라면. Very good. Let's keep going. And next, a lot of 받침 are sound 읒, right? Example like such as 읒, or 르, or this one, and this one, and this one, or this one, and this one, and this one. All the same. Sounds like 읒 발음, 읒, right? 읒. Try it, repeat after me. 읒. So, first, this one. Try it. Good. 옷. What is that? Yeah, clothes is 옷. Clothes is 옷. Very good. This one? I know, it's hard. I know. All double sound is hard for you, I know. How do you pronounce this one? Not 크, but 끄. And 읒, so 끝. Try. 끝. Very good. End. Over. Finish. It's 끝. Very good. 끝. I say 밖, outside, but the same word we also have this one too. Why don't you read this? 바깥. The same outside. And Why don't you read this? Yeah, E, the same. And it. So it, it다, it다. Your turn. 있다, 있다. P or exist. It's 있다, 있다. Very good. Let's keep going. L sound is all sound. Right? 을. Yes, this one. How can you read this? 서울. Yes, Seoul is 서울. Seoul is how to read this in Korean. So 서울, 서울. 서울, 서울. What about this one? Good. 일본. What is it? Okay. Japan is 일본 in Korean. 일본. Try to repeat after me. 일본. And one of the most popular Korean food actually. Good. Not 풀, but 불. 불고기. Yeah, 불고기. 불고기. Good. And the very last example is my favorite fruit. I know it's not easy to pronounce, but yes, so 딸기 is a strawberry. Excellent, very good. And 올무 sound is 받침. Can you pronounce this? Yes. 밤. Night. It's 밤 in Korean. Good. And easy. Right? And what about this one? Yes. 치, 이, So 아침. Not 찜, but not 아침. Very good. Morning is 아침. Okay. Okay, this one. Good. 점. 심. 점심. Good. Lunch or, around noon. At that time, we call 점심. Okay? And next one. If V sound comes to 받침, it sounds 읍. Remember. So, this one, can you read this? Yes. 지, 입. Right. So, 집 is house. Very good. And 입. Good. 입. This is 입. So, mouse. Almost the same, but we also have this word too. But the sounds are all the same, right? So, 입, another 입. This 입 is live actually. Okay, so if one more thing, this one. Okay, how do you read this? That's it. Soup, 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 soup. Forest is soup. Okay, and the last one, if sound comes to 받침, it sounds right? So I told you this a lot, right? So 사랑, 사랑, 사랑. I told you this too. Remember that? Right, 강, 강, 강. This one. Good. 방, 방, 방 is room. Okay? You can see this in Korea a lot, actually. What is it? 시장, 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 시장 is market. The last example, you have to know this word. Important word. Yes. Try to read this one. You know, so 화, 장, good, and 실, very good. 화장실. It's not easy, but try. 화장실, your turn. Again, 화장실. 화장실. What is it? That's it. Bathroom, restroom, washroom, ladies' room, lavatory. It's 화장실. Okay? The last two, this is it. I will give you quiz. Whether you can read this or not. First quiz. I'll give you 5 quiz, okay? Number 1. I really like it. I guess you like it too. Can you read this? Try. I will give you 10 seconds. Yeah, this was a little easy, but this is not easy. How do you pronounce this? 영, that's it. 영, and 화장실 화. So 영화. Try. 영화. Movies 영화. Good. Number 2. This one, yay. Important word. Try to read this. 10 seconds. Okay, what is it? Tell me. Good. This is 저녁. 저녁. Not 저녁, but 저녁. It's more like G sound, J sound, 마치 sound. Okay, so 저녁. 저녁 is dinner or evening. Is 저녁. Okay, 저녁, dinner or evening. Okay, hard word. Yeah. Can you read this? 10 seconds. Okay. Yes, what is it? I know, but that 떡, 볶이, right? So 떡, 볶이. Again, 떡, 볶이. Korean, one of the most famous street food. Every girls like it. Even guys like it too. Okay, spicy but really tasty. 떡볶이. We have two more. This is an important word too for you. Okay, so try to remember this. Yeah, this one. How do you read it? 10 seconds. Okay, answer is? Good. 지, 하, 그 철. 지, 하, 철. 지, 하, 철. 지, 하, 철. Subway is 지하철. Metro is 지하철. Remember this word, okay? Very last word. Okay, this one. Yeah, last one. I'll give you 10 seconds. Try to read this one. Good. Answer? Very good. Every word I told you is important, but especially this word is very, very important for us because you can see me with this machine. What is it? Right. Computer. Good job. Computer. Yeah. This is it for today. You did a really, really great job. I know, still not very easy, but why don't you try to memorize? Why don't you try to remember this word and what I told you, okay? Then from the next class, I will talk to you about the conversation, the sentence. So until this, you have to try to keep in your mind, okay? Then I will come to see you again in next class, okay? You did a good job. See you next class. Bye-bye.